Hey guys, Matt Cubbler, your presidential candidate for 2020. Just wanted to tell a quick story that my wife told me this morning. A couple days ago, she went shopping at Marshall's, which is like a discount clothing store, I guess, where they have name brand stuff for less. This isn't a commercial for Marshall's. She went there, bought a couple blouses because she's substitute teaching again, and needed a couple blouses for work. So one of the blouses was an Ivanka Trump blouse, and she liked it, brought it home. She didn't really try it on there. She got home, it didn't fit the way she wanted it to, so she takes it back to Marshall's to return it. And the woman at the register, when she went to return the blouse, decided to begin a conversation about her disdain for Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump and calling them hypocrites for making products overseas. Blah, 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 blah. First, listen, I want Trump to be successful so I don't have to run for president. That being said, if he sucks, I'm going to run. And I'm going to do my best to change things for this country. But I prefer to not run. I just want that out there in the open. I really don't want to be the president of the United States, but I do believe that if the situation requires it, God's going to tell me it's something that I need to do, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for and I'm preparing for. So think about this. Prior to being president, Donald Trump was never a politician. He may have influenced politics by buying votes through lobbying. I don't doubt that. But I'm pretty sure he's never been involved in the day-to-day operation of anything involving this country, as far as how jobs are created and where manufacturing is done and the cost to do business and all that kind of stuff. What he did, though, is run his own company in that manner. And as a businessman, you have to decide how you make your money. If you're in manufacturing, and I have a company that manufactures a piece of equipment here in the United States, and quite frankly, I could do it much, 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 much cheaper in China or other countries, but I'm choosing to ride it out because I believe that Donald Trump's going to change the landscape of manufacturing. But that being said, the job is to make money when you own a business. You're not in a business to just employ people. That's really not what it's about. It's about being successful financially. And the business model that he's using was based on the rules of the game that he was playing under during the time in which he began manufacturing, whether it was clothing or whatever. So he went to China, he went to Mexico, he went to all these other places to get better deals in manufacturing. That was pre-presidential type stuff before he was the president. Now that he's the president, he has the chance to run this country like he ran his business. The good thing is that he has the ability to change how jobs are created and how trade is done and the terms by which we are doing trade deals with other countries. That's something he didn't have the power to do before. So now that he has that power, he's going to try and run America like he runs a business. And I like that. I like the fact that he's trying to increase America's ability to create jobs, to create manufacturing, to create trade at a level that it increases our value versus other countries. Right now, we allow more in than we ever ship out in our country. Our trade deficit is ridiculous, and he's trying to change that. So when somebody tells me that they're pissed off that Trump makes stuff in Mexico, well, guess what? He made that before he became president, and he was playing under the rules, and quite frankly, it was smart. Why would he want to build something and make less money in America when the rules of the game were dictating that he had to go outside to make more money? That just makes no sense to me. So people are hypocritical. And that's what kind of pissed me off about this conversation my wife had, is that this woman, absent any logic or information, decided to cast aspersions against somebody she knows nothing about and didn't even spend 5 minutes to think about the fact that he was making stuff at a time when he didn't have any control over it. He's actually now trying to control how trade happens. And that's the thing that I find completely comical, is that people are pissed off and he's actually trying to undo the stuff that he was benefiting from before. And he wants people in America to be able to make those ties or hats or suit coats or whatever it is he's getting made in other countries. And he wants us to be able to trade those products to the countries that are currently making the stuff right now, so that we make money, so that our country makes money, so that we don't have to pay as high taxes, so that we can employ more people and have more prosperity, so that people aren't in poverty, and that people can enjoy a quality of life that's a little bit better than what they're getting today. And so kids don't have to worry about growing up homeless or without food or growing up in bad school districts. You have the opportunity to move to where you feel is best for your family. Those are things that are important. So before you start throwing mud, use your brain. Use logic. Think about it. The dude's just trying to fix what's been broken for a long time. I'm not the biggest Trump supporter, but I'm certainly a presidential supporter, and I want him to do well. So I'm going to sit and watch, and I'm going to pay attention to what he's doing, and I'm going to have opinions, and I'm going to use my brain to determine whether or not it makes sense to me what he's trying to do. We don't get all the information, nor do you want all the information. Trust me when I tell you that. There's a lot of things that happen in this world that are better left unknown. Things that I've seen in my lifetime, things that I know friends of mine have seen in their lifetime, whether it was in the military and law enforcement, you don't ever want to see or know about. But they happen. So let's make sure we use our brains. We give the benefit of the doubt first. And if they fail, we hold them accountable. That's the way it should be. All right, well, I'm off my rant. Have a great day, a great weekend. It is Friday. Whoop, whoop. God bless. Take care. God bless America.